Hi, this is John Williams coming to you from my home office in Henderson, Nevada. I'm so glad that you are tuning into this short video about Facebook marketing. As I say the words Facebook marketing, I have to chuckle a little bit to myself because as of a year ago, I couldn't even imagine myself talking about Facebook marketing. I was the kind of guy that just didn't understand Facebook. I didn't use it really. I didn't really see the value from a business point of view. But things are so much different a year later, and it's so fun to be able to pull this presentation together so that maybe it can help you to get started, to understand how Facebook can help you grow your business. And here's what really woke me up. I did some research about Facebook, and I found out that almost 1.6 billion people use Facebook. And I don't know about you, but I think 1.6 billion people cannot be wrong. I did some research and found out some facts. Along with 1.6 billion users on a monthly basis, there are 1 billion active users every single day. Canada is the country with the most activity, and I put Sue and Chantel on here because I have a feeling that they do probably half the activity from Canada for sure. The average time spent per day is 20 minutes plus. The percentage of millennials is 91%, and the percentage of seniors is 31%. And I have to tell you, that was kind of surprising to me. But it just shows you that there are so many people out there just waiting to hear about you and your business. So what I want to accomplish today is to talk just briefly about how to set up your personal profile to make it more appealing to the people that you want to interact with to help grow your business. I also want to talk about posting on your personal Facebook page and then some business building strategies at the end. This won't take but a couple minutes. So here's a question for you. Who would you rather communicate with of these three people? Well, I know the answer is easy. It's my friend Key on the right. These are three profile pictures that I got from Facebook to do this presentation. And you know what? Your Facebook profile is probably the most important part of your profile. This is what's going to give people the first impression about you. They're going to look at your profile and they're going to make a determination about who you are. So you want your profile to be appealing. You want to bring your best self forward in your profile. So of course you want to have a profile that, well, first of all, that it's you. You don't want a picture of your dog or a picture of your children. You want you because you want people to start to recognize you. You want to smile, you want to be happy, and you don't want to be a secret agent. I think that's who I was a year ago. I was a secret agent. I didn't want to share anything about me with people on Facebook. But that's not how you build your brand and how you build your business. Now you'll notice I have a couple of pictures of these smiling people, and a few of them have children, and Tracy has her husband with her at the bottom there. This is okay as long as people can recognize your face. And that's the key idea, recognize your face. Okay, so next we want to talk about the banner picture. That's the picture that's at the top of the page. And here's some key ideas. You don't want your banner picture to be related to your company. You want it to be of other things that you enjoy, like beaches or trees, mountains. Landscapes are always good. You can have it with you and your family. You can also show pictures of you having fun, maybe riding a bicycle or doing something sports-wise or being on vacation. One key idea is you want to not have alcohol. That's just not an image that you want to project to everybody. So it's really about your life. It's having fun. It's things that you enjoy. And I think I have a couple examples here. Yeah, here's Gina Clifford, who has a landscape that she loves to show on her page, and it's appealing. And don't you just love Gina's picture? You know exactly who she is when you see her picture, and I've seen that picture so many times, and that's really a key, that people can recognize that picture. But I love this. Here's Ming. She's got a great banner picture for her page. It makes you feel happy, celebrate your life, and that truly is who Ming is. And here's another great picture of her on her page. Here's Sue's picture, lives in Wyoming and just loves the beauty of Wyoming, and you can really see that in this picture. And Sue's profile picture is perfect. Karen Knott, Southern California, she's definitely into her family, and you can see that even in her profile picture she has there with her granddaughter. And this, you can just feel the happiness with this picture on her page. So we want to talk about your About section. And this is where people will come to your page. They're going to look at your photo. They're going to look at your banner picture. The next thing they're going to do is they're going to find out about you. And so this is an important piece of letting people find out who you are. So first of all, your name and introduction. Of course, my name is John Williams. And then I want to tell them what I do. I help people, boom. And I help people to solve a problem, or whatever you do, whatever your mission and purpose is what you want to put here. And then it's the what do you do section is just, you want to make sure that you fill out what your position is. For me, I'm a presidential director at Gia Wellness. Actually, I'm a one-star presidential director, but nobody will understand that, so I've just put presidential director at Gia. Now, when you talk about what you do, I think sometimes it may not be a good idea to put your company, especially if you want to create interest through your page. You don't want people just to go directly to your company name. For example, I'm with Gia Wellness. We are a network marketing company, and we help people to survive in the wireless age. But I want people to be curious. I don't want people to just go to my About section, see that I'm with Gia Wellness, click on Gia Wellness, and then make a determination about how they feel about me or about what I have to offer. So I'm going to be a little bit mysterious about that, and we'll talk more about that in later posts that I do about social media. And of course, then the next thing is your contact information. You want to include your phone number, your email, and the websites that relate to you. It's okay to put your company website here, but probably, again, I don't think I would do that, because I just don't want people to click on my company website and to make a determination about who I am, because I'm going to be attracting a lot of people to my Facebook page, and I want them to be curious. I want them to want more information. So the contact section, you want to be able to have people contact you, but you don't want to give away everything there is to know about your company and what you're doing. Okay, so here's an example of my page, presidential director at Gia Wellness. Went to Washington High School, live in Henderson, Nevada. Over on the right side, I've got my phone numbers, my cell phone. I've got my also have my email address, and then a couple of the websites that relate to me. But you'll notice that I don't have my company website there, and I think that's a key idea, is not to give them so much information that they can just go somewhere and determine who you are or what you have to offer. And we'll talk more about why that's important in the future. So the next section is your story. What is it about you? What's your story? So talk about what you used to do or you still do, why you're in the industry that you're in or the company that you're in, some successes you've had, and how you can help people succeed. And this is really the key. How is it that what you do helps people? So imagine someone coming to your site, and they're going to read about you, and they're going to read about what you have to offer and how you help people, so that they can determine if there's something here for them. So here's mine. It says, experience a life of freedom is my overarching goal in life. The only way to accomplish that goal is to inspire others to create a lifestyle of their own design and empower everyone to achieve their goals and dreams. And now I'm hoping that creates interest in people when they're learning about me, that they understand what my goals and really how I feel about life and about helping people. So this is going to be probably one of the most important things we're going to talk about today, and it's what to post. The purpose of our communication is to build relationships and create interest. And here's the key. It's not to sell your products or your business. And that's really why I'm putting this together today, because I see this all the time, that people will join our company or join our business, and the first thing they want to do is blast their products all over Facebook, all over their private Facebook page. And it just doesn't work that way. And so this is really an important part of this short presentation that I'm doing. But what I want to talk about first is what not to post. Now, I'm not going to list the things that you shouldn't post. I'm just going to say that you don't want to post anything that can be controversial. And I'm going to give you an example. As I'm sitting here today, we're right in the middle of the presidential race in the United States, and it's been a pretty contentious uh, contest. And when you look at the people who are posting things on Facebook about how they feel about the presidential race or how they feel about the candidate that they promote, believe it or not, it's so close to 50-50. 50% of the people have one way of thinking, and 50% of the people have another way of thinking. So when you post things that are that are that are how you feel about, let's say, the presidential race or anything in politics, or really anything that's controversial, you're going to have some people who are thinking like you do, and you're going to have some people not thinking like you do. And so what happens when you start to post this kind of information, half the people who are your friends on Facebook, they just won't interact with you anymore. They aren't going to be interested in anything else that you have to say because they don't agree with what you're saying. And that's not what we want to do. We want to be inclusive. We want everybody to be interested, especially if we're using Facebook to help to grow our business. So stay away from anything controversial on your Facebook page. And as I leave this point, I'm sure you can think back and remember seeing a post that just didn't agree with how you see the world, and just remember how that made you feel. And if you can imagine working with that person who posted that information, that's what a lot of people are doing on Facebook right now. And for those of us who really want to use Facebook to create a brand for ourselves and to help grow our business, it's really not the way to go. So let's talk about some of the things we do want to post. 80% of what you post on Facebook should be probably the things that you're posting right now. Life experiences. People want to know about you, what's happening in your life. And this would mean images about lifestyle, family pictures, how your life is going. So all the things that you're probably doing now will still work when you're trying to use Facebook to help people to help yourself build your brand and your business. You can include inspirational quotes. Videos are really good. Images and pictures are really important. Blog posts that you may be doing, or blog posts that come from someone else. I do a lot of sharing of other information that I find on Facebook so that I don't have to come up with everything all the time. I don't want to say this, but my life's pretty boring. And so I try to come up with other things that are happening out there. I like animals, so I post a lot of things with videos with dogs. And so I'm just really trying to show things that I'm interested in. So 80% of what you post should really be about you and your life and things that you're interested in and things that are inspirational that other people might be interested in. Now, about 10 to 20% can be about your business. Now, this isn't to blatantly go out and try to sell products. People don't like to be sold on Facebook. They just don't. And I'm sure you can think of times when you've come across something that someone is trying to sell you constantly on their products. What normally happens is people will unfriend you. So here's what we want to post about your business. You want to talk about what's happening, local meetings that are going on, conference calls that are coming up. You can list the times. You can do photos of you and your team and lifestyle stuff. So when you go to a conference, let's say, and you're there with the CEO and the corporate team or people from all over the country, you want to take pictures and post that on your personal Facebook page. Lifestyle ideas really create interest. People want to know what's going on, especially when you're with other people having a blast. You can post webinar links. So if you have a webinar that's coming up, you can post the time and the access code to get to that webinar. But here's the key: when you do post links for webinars and when you're talking about conference calls coming up, you want to make sure that you're making a note about what's in it for the person to join you. And the last one, I think, is probably the most important thing to do, and that's to recognize your team. And believe it or not, recognizing your team creates a lot of interest when you're talking about people being successful, reaching new ranks, or achieving a car program, or showing them with their brand new car. It really does create interest, and this is something that kind of woke me up to how we can use Facebook to build our brand and to create interest. There was it was a network marketing guy who consistently was posting the good news, let's say, about his team and about the growth of his team and about the people who were in his company. They were achieving BMWs. And I have to tell you, at first, I just didn't pay attention to it. But after seeing it over time, I became curious. And of course, I had to go to his Facebook page to find out who he was, what he was doing. And that's the whole idea, is to create interest so that people, well, really people are coming to you because they want to know about what you're doing. And posting these types of posts about your company and about your business is really a way to do that. Here's some examples that I've put on here from things that I've done. This is a quote that I put up on my Facebook page. Of course, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people in my of my friends saw this quote. Here's a advertisement for an upcoming training call that is scheduled. Of course, I'm putting the phone number and talking about what people will get from being a part of this call. This is a video that was shared with a lot of people. It was a television show, and this little kid was shooting baskets. It was incredible, and it was something people were interested in. So I posted it and got a lot of interaction with people by showing this post. Here's a personal thing for my wife and I. We won a contest, and our dog was a drawing for some dog stuff at a new store, and so we went in, took a picture, and posted this picture of us with our dog. So you can see what I'm trying to do here. I'm mixing in things from my personal life and things also from our business. Here's a good looking somebody from our team, actually, who was being congratulated by our company for something that she did, and so I just copied it and put it on my page and congratulated her also. And so all my friends are seeing this, and I guarantee you that I'm creating interest. They're wondering what I'm doing. I'm not really telling them exactly what I'm doing, but what I am doing is creating interest. So this is just the beginning point of really getting into using Facebook for marketing. And what I'm going to say is that I know that there are a lot of us out there who were like me a year ago, who weren't involved with Facebook or couldn't even imagine doing anything with Facebook. And I'm just going to tell you this: 1.6 billion people are waiting to hear from us. It's such a great way to, it's such a great thing to incorporate into your business building tools. Over this last year, I've had a blast. I mean, I'm getting better at it all the time. And I think if you just take baby steps, start to communicate with your friends. Use it in a way that's enjoyable, not stressful. And then go back and watch this presentation again and set your page up so that you're doing things that will attract people to you. And that's the whole idea. You want people to come to your page and really be interested in who you are and what you're doing. And if you follow some of the things that I've talked about in here to get started, I think it's going to really help you, and you're going to enjoy using Facebook and social media to grow your business. Thanks for tuning in.